Hello, my name's Nicola and I'm a researcher at the University of York. I'm currently carrying out a study to find out how having had retinoblastoma, or RB, affects how you think, feel, and behave. If you're watching this video, then you have expressed interest in taking part, which is great. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing, why it's important, and what will happen if you do decide to take part. So, as you'll know, RB is a rare eye cancer that affects 40 to 50 children in the UK each year. And although it's highly curable, this experience can lead to some people feeling worried, angry, or sad. That can be at the time or as they're growing up and becoming an adult. At the moment, there isn't much support to help young people with these feelings, and we want to do something about that. This research study is important because it will help us to understand the experiences of young people and some of the challenges that they face. It will also help us to understand what support that you think would be useful. And the findings from this study will hopefully be used to design support for teenagers in the future. So you might be wondering what taking part in this study actually involves. So I'm planning to run several focus groups, and that means a small group discussion with 4 to 5 teenagers, myself, and another researcher. The focus groups will probably last between 1 and 2 hours with a break in the middle. And during the group, you will be asked to have a chat about your experiences as someone who's had RB, your feelings, and how you think the experience has affected you. You will also be asked about ways in which you wish you might have had support during this experience. Taking part in a focus group is entirely your decision, and whatever you decide to do will not affect any care or support that you already receive. If you do decide to take part, we will organise the groups for a time and date that's convenient for everyone to take part. It's possible that this might happen in an evening, a weekend, or during the school holidays, if that's what's preferred by the group. The groups can either be face-to-face, depending on COVID restrictions, or via video call using something like Zoom. And with your permission, the group will be audio recorded so that we don't miss anything that you tell us. When you sign up, you'll be asked to complete a quick questionnaire about your details. And if you want some support to help fill that in, a researcher can go through this with you. And if you don't know the answers to any of the questions, don't worry. Now, some people watching this might be wondering what kind of topics we might discuss in the group. So we know from previous teenagers that they can sometimes worry about talking to their friends about their cancer experience, having changes to their appearance after having RB, the thoughts of cancer coming back, thinking about having relationships or having children in the future, feeling like you lack confidence, or just feeling a bit different to your friends and peers. Now, that's just a few examples, and you might want to discuss something completely different, and that's absolutely fine. It's your decision to share whatever you feel comfortable with, and you would never be asked to take part in a conversation that you don't want to be involved in. If you do take part, you'll be given a unique ID number, which means that all of your data will be completely anonymous. The topics that we discuss in the group and any conversations between you and the research team are also completely confidential, unless you tell us something that makes us seriously worried for yours or someone else's safety. If this happens, we would always try and talk to you about what we were going to do first. Finally, it won't cost you anything to take part. And if we do a in-person group and you have to travel, we will pay for your costs. And finally, if you do start the study and then suddenly think, I don't want to do this anymore, you are welcome to stop at any point. So some quick pros of taking part: you can help other teenagers in the future. You can help us as the research team to understand what young people who've had RB want to support them. You can meet others who have experienced having RB, and you'll get to share your experiences too. The only con might be that you could find it difficult to talk about or answer questions about your experience. But as I've said, you can stop at any time, and the researchers will provide you with some details of where you can get some support. We would always encourage you to share any worries with your parent or carers. And if it's helpful, you can choose for one of us at the research team to speak to your parent or carer to provide you with some support after the study. If after all that you're still interested, that is fantastic. If you're under 16, I'd really like you to talk to your parents about taking part. And if they want to talk to me about the study, then that's okay too. You should have received an information sheet with lots of details and my email address on. Please do send me a quick email and I will get back to you and we can go from there. Thank you again for your time, and I really look forward to meeting you.